All right, another topic that was sent to us. Please talk about the digestive system of a giraffe.
What?
Go. As we begin the 15-minute morning show podcast, we hear Scotty B rolling up another package of cereal, I guess. What was that?
Oh, it was a Cascadian Farm cinnamon apple granola. I don't like the cereal at all. I just pick the apples out and eat them dry.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Then I throw the cereal away.
Hey, what's that Pride cereal you had from Kellogg's that supports GLAD?
Yes, it's together with Pride from GLAD, and they have all the Kellogg's mascots all together on the front of the box.
Oh.
And most participating stores have these on the shelves?
Yes, you can find they're usually on the end caps in the supermarket, so you have to go to the front or the back of the aisle, and you'll see a display.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's Scotty B in the cereal room, and there's Froggy in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. There's Gandhi in Tampa, Florida. Straight Nate's on the phone with someone, getting a winner for the the phrase that pays contest, I'm sure. Danielle. Hi, Danielle.
Hello.
Do you have a puss nearby?
No. There's no pusses over here right now.
When Daniel gets up to go get something to drink, the cat always jumps right into the Zoom photo shot. It's pretty good. There's Scary.
Hi.
There's producer Sam.
Hi.
Garrett showing us his guns today.
Yeah, let me see, Garrett. Flex.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And there's Brody, not showing any guns at all. Come on, Brody.
Show us your guns.
There they are.
Yeah.
Big daddy's in
that
the,
way.
in the house. Yeah, which way's the beach? Can you show us the beach? It's that way.
Something like that.
No, it's like that way. Jeez. You know, we did something really fun on the show, the big show yesterday. We said, hey, what do you want to talk about? Give us your topics. And so people texted in, millions of really cool ideas. Things we didn't get to. Should we try a few of these?
Yeah.
Brody
Yes.
actually recorded some of these. Thank you, Brody.
Sure.
If you were to pass away, do you have a friend that's supposed to dispose of something, like a cell phone, photos, any evidence? You know, we had this topic on our show years ago, and it went very well. We found out that 9 out of 10 of us, not only us here on the show, but listening, have something that needs to be neutralized upon death.
I have a friend who specifically requested, and she told me where all of her sex toys and weird sex things are, and that if she were ever to die, I have to get to her house before her family does and destroy them all.
So, does she live close by? I mean, you'd have
She
to
does
fly
not.
there.
I'd have to fly there, so I hope I get this information ASAP.
If you couldn't make it, would you actually call someone else to go do it for you?
I would try, because I promised her. A promise is a promise. I have to keep it. Even though I moved away, she still needs to have that, protecting her if she passes away.
Now, Gandhi, do you have anything hidden that you want mined and destroyed?
No, I don't think so. I mean, at this point, with us having our whole lives on the radio, I think nobody would be shocked by anything they find anywhere. So it is what it is. Good luck.
Yep.
There you go. I know when I brought this topic up, the heaviest laughter came from Nate.
Well,
the bodies.
The murder
Hide the
weapons.
bodies.
The body.
No, okay, so I just remembered something. So I don't have anything that I need to dispose of, but I do have an agreement with one of my friends that if he ever calls me in the middle of the night and says, hey, don't ask any questions, but bring some trash bags, a shovel, and bleach, I would do it. That level of friendship. So
That's
Are
a
you
good friend.
crazy?
I'm not even gonna, it's a joke, Danielle, but I mean, I hope he never tests me.
What if you get a call tonight? Yeah, what if you get a call tonight, Nate?
It's
then
a
I'm
joke.
going over there with trash bags and a shovel. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it says a lot about it says a lot about your friendship. What's that, Brody?
It's a joke, but we all know Nate has garbage bags, a shovel, and bleach ready to go.
Right.
And the duct tape. Don't forget the duct tape.
Zip ties.
You know, like when your wife is pregnant, you have the bag ready to go to the hospital?
Yeah. Right.
Nate is ready to get rid of a body.
I do in my car. I do have those huge contractor trash bags and duct tape at all times. I feel like
Is that so you can put your contractor in them?
Contractor size. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Alex actually came to me one day and said, hey, we have a lot of hiding places where we live, and, is there something I need to know about just in case? And I thought about it. I have nothing. I don't have anything on my phone. I have nothing in the cloud. I have nothing in my house, hidden in my cloud. I have nothing. And at that point, I became kind of sad. I'm like, oh my God, I need something daring in my life. I'm boring.
I said the same thing. I was like, should I put something somewhere? I'm like, because there's really nothing.
I'm going to plant a big old dildo somewhere. What's that, Garrett?
Oh,
where?
You have a great hiding spot in that Buddha belly. There's a Buddha that you have in your house where you can hide so many things. No one would check the Buddha belly.
I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, but clearly Alex does because he thought to ask you, which means he has some things.
Well, he said he didn't cough anything up.
He has asked me.
Once you mentioned it, Elvis, I would actually like somebody to wipe my phone. I would like all of the text messages and search history cleared. Now that you bring that up, yep, that could go away.
Okay, all right. Who's in charge of that? See, is it stuff you don't want Brandon to see? So you have to find your sister, maybe.
It would have to either be my sister or Brandon wiping it. Anyone else? No.
I think Danielle would wipe it for you.
I would wipe it for you.
Danielle, would you wipe Gandhi?
Of course. I always wipe her.
Yeah, Froggy, what's up?
Am I the only one that once I'm gone, I don't give a shit what you find? I don't care.
You're going to be laughing. You're the one that's going to be laughing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Like, you'll be like, oh, I knew it. Okay, great. He's gone. What are you going to do? It's done.
You don't want it to bring shame upon your family. There is that.
Right.
Do you guys believe that when you go, you know all? Like, I think that once you die, anything that anybody hid from you, secrets, like things they did to you, you find out about and you know everything. And you see everything from now on. So I think about my dad and I'm like, oh my gosh, what he must know right now.
I hate to admit it, but I already know.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. He went through your phone.
I don't know. You know, we've been talking to Uncle Johnny a lot lately about, because he's getting older. He's like, you know, when you pass away, you learn everything. You know the secret. And I said, well, then when you pass away, if you God forbid pass away before us, will you come back and tell us the secret? I don't think I can do that. Then how do you know? You find out everything in the universe. I went, okay.
Uncle Johnny's going to come back and haunt your ass.
He already is. He's not even dead yet. He's haunting me.
I told you, I figured out the meaning of life.
Oh, you
after
have?
my second stroke. It was
What
like
is
at 2:30 in the morning, and it just hit me, and I figured out life.
What is it?
I called Heather, and I'm like, hey, I just figured out life. She goes, you want me to write it down? I'm like, no, there's no way I'll ever forget this. And I forgot it.
Oh, Nate.
Of all the things.
That's awesome. Yeah. But you know it. You just can't retrieve it.
Right. Next time, write it down.
Yeah, next stroke,
That's the secret
write it.
to life.
Write it down. Write shit down. There's the secret to life.
Heather,
My mom believes in, like, spirits and all ghosts and all that stuff, right? And my husband doesn't believe in any of that stuff. So my mom always thinks there's orbs and pictures and whatever. So she keeps telling him, when I go, I am going to haunt you and I am going to prove to you that there's spirits and ghosts. You are in so much trouble when I go. So she has plans for my husband when she's gone. He's in
I like it.
Look, we started talking about stuff that we want hidden after we croak. Now we've gone on to the afterlife.
Yeah.
See, that was one topic from a listener that actually kind of grew another arm or two and continued. Let's see. We should discuss what our animals do all day while we're gone. You know, one of my favorite videos of all time is when Scotty B lived in Iowa. And when you remember, you had your dog Boomer. Was it Boomer?
Blazer,
his first puppy.
Yeah.
He set up cameras in the kitchen, and that dog went to town. Would open drawers and eat trash bags. Remember how great that was?
Yeah,
I love that.
He pulled open the drawer that had all the plastic bags in it and tore up an entire giant roll of trash bags.
Oh.
They were all over. Then he went into the bathroom and did this to the toilet paper. And
Now, do they do that out of boredom or rebellion? Or
Bored.
like
He was bored.
wanting
He was-
attention?
He was bored out of his mind because I left him for 6, 7, 8 hours a day.
Oh, God. Well,
Wow.
and that's their play. They're playing.
Yeah.
You know? They're having a good
Entertaining
time.
themselves.
Yeah, I come home and find stuff ripped to shit out of it
Yeah.
all the time.
My dog can do something weird where she could take the laces out of my shoes without eating my shoe. So,
Right.
like, I'll have one shoe just with no laces, and it's all chewed up on the side. I'm like, why didn't you just eat the rest of the shoe at this point?
Well, thank God she didn't.
Right,
So,
I'd rather her
you-
not.
You know, my Alex is a big troublemaker. He loves to pull practical jokes. He has this thing where he'll take my shoes, he'll unlace them, and he'll relace them where the tied open part is at the bottom of the shoe.
Oh my God, I love him.
Oh my
What a bad guy.
God.
What a bad guy.
So much
You gotta put them
time.
on. You can't put your shoes on. And guess what? Now the dogs chew his shoelaces like yours, Garrett, and he can't put them on. I'm like, fuck you. Karma. I know. Karma's a bitch. I
Love that.
Screw it.
One of my friends actually had a dog, and she still has this dog. She came home, and there was just little, like, the inside of a bean bag, those little bean things or whatever.
Yeah.
They were all over her house.
Oh.
So she goes to the camera, looks up what happened. The dog got a hold of a travel pillow, and the video is maybe one of the funniest videos I've ever seen, because as soon as a hole was punctured, her dog didn't know what was going on, so just started shaking and freaking out. This stuff flew everywhere,
Oh,
and the dog just
man.
ran back and forth with that pillow all over the house. It's great. I know.
I know this
Beans
is not
everywhere.
on the list, but does anybody believe in time travel? Because I didn't up until I watched CBS Sunday Morning this week.
Oh, I didn't
no.
see that. What was the story about, Garrett?
So they say time travel does exist in the sense that if you go into outer space for 6 months straight and then make a U-turn and come back another 6 months, you will have gained like almost a second to 2 seconds on your life. They said the two astronauts that are brothers, that are twins, one of them that went into space.
Kellys.
The Kellys, yes. One of them gained time on his brother to catch up. They were born like 6 seconds apart, and now they're only like 3 seconds apart. So they say time travel does exist.
Was it worth it?
Did they
Yeah.
kill baby Hitler?
That's a lot for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
But it's time travel, though.
But Brody, on that, see, I love that these topics bring up other topics. Brody, was it you that sent us a story about how identical twins, one of them actually takes initiative saying, I'm the older one, so I'm in charge, even though they're only 6 seconds older? Or
Yeah,
whatever.
so I was in a supermarket, and the woman behind me had to wait while I rang up 2 orders, so I started a conversation with her. And then she says, hold on a second, and tells the woman behind her, who looked exactly like her, go ahead and start bagging and give the credit card to the woman. And so the other woman, her twin sister, goes and starts bagging the groceries, and she pays for the groceries. So I said to her, you're the younger one, right? She said, yeah, how'd you know? 4 minutes. I said, because she's held this over your head your whole life, right? She says, yeah, she's the oldest sister and I'm the younger sister. And so we talked about it on Brooklyn Boys, and then I got like DMs from people who said they have triplets, they have twins, and their kids do the same thing. One woman had 6-year-old triplets, and in birth order, a couple of minutes apart, the oldest one bosses the middle one, and the middle one bosses the younger one, and they're only a couple of minutes apart.
Okay, so if you're only a couple of minutes apart
Oh my
as
God.
triplets, and if you're the second born, is it really like I'm the middle child? I mean, no, you're not.
Right.
You're all equal.
I don't know, but
Technically.
but that's their pecking order as far as who rules the roost, I guess,
Right.
right?
Yeah, this poor woman has lived as the younger sister and been bossed around, and they had to be in like their 70s. And she said, ever since we were born, she bosses me around because of 4 minutes.
Weird.
Her whole life is different.
All right, another topic that was sent to us. Please talk about the digestive system of a giraffe.
What?
Go.
I got
Okay.
nothing.
I think it chokes a lot.
Well, yeah, other than choking a lot. I mean, is there something we don't know about the digestive system of a giraffe?
Is
It's
it
very
in their
unique.
neck so it's digested by the time it gets to the belly?
Oh, maybe.
I
Fair
don't know
question.
because digestion begins in the mouth. The saliva starts to break the food down, then you start chewing it and churning it. Thank you.
And they chew for a long time. You watch them and they make that face. Like that. You see that face?
Do giraffes eat anything
was
else
very
aside
sexy,
from
Danielle.
leaves?
Isn't
Yeah.
that sexy?
What's that, Garrett?
Do they eat anything else aside from leaves? Because that's all you see. They eat like trees.
I don't
like,
know.
do they eat like hay or like?
No,
reach
hay's
down?
too far below.
Can they reach down to the ground?
Yes.
Yeah,
They
of
can.
course.
They
Yeah,
can.
they got those long necks.
Yeah.
Do they eat spaghetti?
Yes. They
I'll
don't
tell
have
you
to
what, though.
Cut it up. What?
Giraffes are terrifying. I don't know if you've ever seen them get into a fight with one another or stomp a lion to death, but I
Yeah.
would never mess with a giraffe, ever.
Have you
Stay
ever
away.
fed them? It's so cool to feed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeding them is
Yeah.
great. But to watch them out on the, like if you're in Africa, to watch them out there doing their own thing, and it's just fascinating to see how they actually depend on other animals depend on them.
Wow.
Because it is definitely the circle of life out there. I mean, one eats a seed and then a fruit rather than they shit the fruit out and then the seed becomes something for another animal and then
Yep.
you know, you're eating other animals' crap.
All
and
day
it's
long.
The
Yeah.
circle of life.
I have a giraffe story. So my dad used to run a toy store, Toys R Us, and I was in high school in the grand opening, and he asked me to wear Jeffrey the giraffe, the costume. And when you put on a costume, I don't know what it is about little kids, and they just want to attack you. I fell over in that costume. You want to try getting up with a giraffe head? It's not easy.
God.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, kids are brutal. When I used to be Chuck E. Cheese, people would pull my tail, punch me in the head.
When I used to do, that's what I used to do for a living for years. And
Punch
I was
people in the head?
Yes. And I remember
She's from the Bronx.
I remember being the pink Power Ranger and kids chucked rocks at my head.
Get out of
yes,
here.
I was in a tough neighborhood when I did one of the parties, and they would chuck rocks at my head.
I remember I was an inflatable Walkman for another radio station, and I fell over and couldn't get up, and I was alone.
Not easy. It's not easy, right?
I was also a hot ice cream truck.
Wait, Scotty, out on Long Island, didn't you get into a fight with the mascot from another station? You were the walking inflatable radio, and what was the other person?
The other one was the K-Joy duck, and Lucky the duck, and I was in the Walkman costume, and I fell over, and the duck came over and just went.
This is an SNL sketch. You realize this?
This is awesome. Yeah, Justin Timberlake's
This is
gonna
a Justin
pop out.
Timberlake SNL sketch.
Yep.
This I'm telling you, this business we're in is so fucking embarrassing.
It can't be.
All right, well, we've done well by your topics. Keep them coming in. Text them in anytime you want it to 55100. We got to get out of here. We'll see you next week. Enjoy. Love you. Bye.
Bye.